Hello everyone, I'm Ankit and you're watching StudyIQ IAS English. In our today's discussion, we'll find out whether or not Government of India or Government of different states are selling your personal data to private companies. Let us discuss this article, and the one notes that I will be using in this session, you can download them on a particular Telegram channel known as ATS Live. So open your Telegram app. On the top right hand corner, there's a search bar. Click on it and write ATS Live. We'll find the channel, download the notes from there. And while you're at it, do not forget to give the subscribe button or hit the subscribe button on the channel. Okay. So let us understand why are we discussing this particular development. Now, Government of Maharashtra is preparing to launch a particular platform known as Samanvay platform on October the 2nd, on the eve or on the day of birth of Mahatma Gandhi. Now, this portal of the Government of Maharashtra would compile details of all the beneficiaries of the government schemes into a consolidated database known as Golden Data Portal. Now, every beneficiary of the schemes of Government of Maharashtra would also get an ID known as Maharashtra ID, abbreviated as Maha ID, and this is an ID which will be linked to Aadhaar, through which citizens themselves they can access the data on the Golden Data platform. So this in a way increases the opportunity for citizens to get their data with the government, and they can also access this data and find out whatever government has kept with them. So this is the context. Now, what kind of data will be present in the portal of Samanvay? Now, it would have your demographic details like your name, age, gender, religion and caste. Similarly, it will also have data relating to your annual income range, although not an exact amount. Similarly, they would also have education level data. Any idea where this annual income range data would be sourced from? It would be sourced from databases of the Income Tax Department of the Union government. Similarly, they would have the education levels of the people of Maharashtra. They would have the details of what kind of vehicles you own, and this data would be sourced from Vahan database, which is a database maintained by all the state governments and hosted by the union government. Also, this would have a very important data of beneficiary status. So suppose if you're one of the beneficiaries in any of the schemes of Maharashtra government, your data will also be included, whether you're covered or you're not covered under several welfare schemes of the Maharashtra government. In addition to that, your family details, how many children do you have, how many dependents are there who are depending on you, all these data will be kept, and later on data relating to health records, which will be linked using the state health department data, and Ayushman Bharat data will be linked together. So all in all, major details of each and every citizens of Maharashtra will be hosted on a particular platform maintained by Maharashtra government known as Samanvay platform. So this is the kind of intention that the Maharashtra government has. Now let us understand what is the purpose or what is the objective of this initiative. Now naturally, whenever government maintains a lot of data, it would enable the government to discharge governance with much better efficiency. First of all, let us imagine if suppose you're if you're a person belonging to a high income group, and suppose if you're a person getting or earning more than 10 lakh rupees every year, so automatically this would mean that you are a person hailing in the middle class. So obviously your names would not be included in a welfare schemes which are meant for poor people, which are meant for marginalized people. So suppose if you are making annual income of more than 10 lakh, which the government knows now, and if your name is in the beneficiary list of the welfare schemes, don't you think it should be eliminated or it should be removed from the beneficiary list, right? Similarly, let us suppose if you own luxurious vehicles, and in the similar case, if you are beneficiary of one of the schemes of Government of Maharashtra which is meant for poor people or for destitute people, so in that case also your name needs to be removed from the list, which means you are an unfair beneficiary, right? So this is how governance can be improved in order to eliminate people who are not deserving of the government schemes, and this can be very crucial in reducing or rationalizing of government expenditure. For example, there is a very popular scheme of Maharashtra government where government transfers money to all the women in Maharashtra known as Majhi Ladki Bahin scheme. Now it was found out that 26 lakh women were enrolled in the scheme who were ineligible to get benefits from the government. So this kind of a database, if the government maintains, would enable it to rationalize its expenditure and rather use this money for a more productive or for a purpose which serves the purpose of general public. Similarly, it also leads to beneficiary empowerment. On first hand, suppose if a beneficiary, they can log into the portal and seek whatever data is there, and in case there is a discrepancy, the person themselves can highlight the same to the government. So this empowers the beneficiary. First of all, beneficiary would be in a position to know that whether or not accurate data is there with the government, and if there is not an accurate data, they can highlight the same. Also, there is a possibility of potential monetization. Now, you need to understand, government obviously would not monetize each and every data that it maintains with itself. It would de-anonymize it, or it would make it anonymous, not associated with the particular person, and only the non-personal data would be shared with the private companies, with startups, with financial institutions who can use this data and target potential customers. Now, one of the intention why the government is looking to monetize this data obviously is to make revenues from this, right? So this is the intention of the government, but any idea how it can prove to be controversial? Let me tell you how it can prove to be controversial. First of all, there are many Privacy and Data Protection Act which has been passed in India. So the government of Maharashtra is saying that yes, we are going to monetize the data, but we are going to ensure that this data remain anonymous, and this data or only those non-personal data will be shared which does not give away the exact details of the beneficiary. And according to Maharashtra government, this is in line with central government's non-personal data framework as well as Digital Personal Data Protection Act of 2023. But there is also another side of the argument. What is the original intention of the government? The original reason why the government has been formed is to ensure maximum benefits that should be provided to the most marginalized section of the society. Right? Government is not a commercial enterprise unlike private companies. So the intention of the government on one hand should be to ensure maximum benefits to the general public, not to make money. So this highlights, if government is going to sell this data, this would mean that there is a commercialization of data, and government, rather than provider of goods and services, would be seen as a data broker. And this raises certain ethical questions. What is the original intention of the government is? Similarly, it also creates certain circumstances where government can unfairly surveil on the people. If government has access to so many data, don't you think this is a possibility that government might increase surveillance on a certain section of population? This is indeed correct. So this would do away with the right of privacy that is ensured as per the Constitution of India and as per the judgments of Supreme Court under Justice Puttaswamy case. So all of these are concerns associated. The most important concern is the data protection. What if it is misused? Don't you think it would do away with the right of privacy that is ensured to each and every citizen of India? Yes, it will. Similarly, what is the original intention of the government? Government should be providing or should be looked as a provider of goods and services, not as a commercial enterprise. So just for few crores of rupees, if government is selling your data, don't you think it would put an image of the government that government is rather a data broker, right? So this is the key challenges and controversies associated with this particular issue. Now let us understand this development in a wider context. First of all, many government initiatives, particularly of that of central government, also wants to collate data which is spread across multiple ministries and multiple departments. And all of these are instances of ensuring e-governance and how e-governance can make a difference in your day-to-day life. For example, government is developing an India stack for farmers in India, where farmer ID, crop details, land details will be pooled into one single benefit or one single portal. Also, there is a National Digital Health Mission, which is also an extension of Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. So, government is looking to digitize all these data. Now, this is an area where e-governance can play an important role in improving your quality of life. So, this is one of the key highlights. Now, this kind of a policy mirrors with policies of other successful countries also, like Estonia and Singapore. They are doing the same. But what is different in this kind of a process is government is looking to monetize this data, which can be quite controversial. Why controversial? I've already highlighted it to you. Now, before solving this practice question, I had something that I wanted to tell you. This is the resolution batches. Now, the resolution batch are the batches which are being offered to students who are looking to give exams in 27 or in 28. But you will get admissions to one of these batches at a discounted rate which is mentioned only up till today if you use the code ATS Live. So please ensure you use this code. It will help you save as much as 7,000 rupees, and the ultimate price that you're going to pay for the courses, it starts from 27,999. But please remember, today is the last date Otherwise, the prices would rise from tomorrow. Okay. So now let us come back to our today's discussion. Right to privacy is protected as an intrinsic part of right to life and personal liberty, and which of the following provision in the Constitution appropriately covers the same? It is option C. Right to privacy is a part of Article 21 and it is a freedom guaranteed under Part 3, which includes fundamental rights, and this was highlighted in the Justice Puttaswamy judgment of the Supreme Court of India. Okay. Another question that I'd want you to solve, this is a PYQ of 2018. Which one of the following is or are examples or aims of Digital India plan of the government? Please do let me know the correct answers in the comment section. The ones who answer it correctly will get a thumbs up from my side. And also, what do you feel about this issue? Do you think the government should sell your personal data or not? Please do let me know in the comments. And please be very civil about it. We are talking about the government, okay? And the notes, they will be available on this Telegram channel, ATS Live. So we'll see each other again. Please have a very good day.